Goku went to the future and met himself. He also prevented the androids from being a threat, while still sparing them too. Though weirdly enough, Cell hasn't shown up, and Goku has already become a Super Saiyan God. What's going to happen next? We'll cover all that and more in the 6th part of What If Goku Was Reborn. A few months have passed since the androids were defeated. Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa have completely separated themselves from Goku, at least when it comes to training. They're trying to surpass him in any way possible, and they're going to try and not use the Super Saiyan God ritual. Besides, it's not like it's that easy to do anyways, because they could get a baby Trunks involved or a pregnant Chi-Chi involved. And both of those are tough as is. Plus the awkwardness of getting Goku or Gohan involved. Maybe they're just too prideful for it. Anyways, they're still working on their regular Super Saiyan forms, and aiming towards Super Saiyan 2. Goku is focused on another person though. He's not worried about the Saiyans. He thinks they will be able to catch up, but he's looking at Piccolo. But Goku starts training with him to see if he can get any stronger than he normally is. When Piccolo and Kami first fused, they became stronger than a Super Saiyan. Here, Piccolo is very strong with that, and right now he's above the other 3 Saiyans, but he's not on Goku's level of course. But Goku does remember hearing in passing that Piccolo was able to gain power in a different way, by wishing from it from the Dragon Balls. He'd relay this to Gohan, who told Goku at some point, and now Goku's telling Piccolo here. Really? Wishing for power from the Dragon Balls? It's definitely not something King Piccolo's against, but wishing for actual power, he never even considered that. Interesting. He will keep that in mind. Speaking of unlocking potential, Goku tries to train Gohan as much as possible. Gohan has Super Saiyan, and he's able to help Gohan tap into Super Saiyan 2 pretty quickly. But there's something else. Gohan's ultimate form. He knows that was pretty beneficial for him, and that's probably what led him to that beast form. Though, in order to unlock his potential, it's going to be a bit tough. He'll need to meet Shin and Kibito, and then free the Z-Sword, and then break that and meet Elder Kai. But they're going to have to wait a few years for that. He doesn't know if there's any way to contact Shin right now, and maybe he can find some way to work around that, but it's looking like he's just going to have to wait for Boo to show up. From what he remembers, after the androids were defeated, there were 7 years of peacetime, and that should be nice. It'll be a good opportunity for them to train, and Goku to work with his new god form even further. Maybe the Saiyans will start training with him, pick up on godly ki on their own, and they'll be able to get Super Saiyan God without the ritual. Who knows, even Gohan could get it too. But in terms of any challenges, it looks like Goku's going to have to wait a while until Boo awakens, which won't even be too much of a challenge for him. And then after that, he'll have to wait a few more years for Beerus. Or maybe not. Bulma's birthday arrives, and of course there's a huge party for it. But 2 uninvited guests show up. The Saiyans turn pale and their jaws drop, and so does Goku's, but for different reasons. Vegeta recognizes who it is. It's Lord Beerus, and he's told the other 2 Saiyans about Beerus before, so they're mortified. Meanwhile, Goku knows it's Beerus, and he's excited. He's been waiting for this for a while. He didn't think Beerus would show up this soon though. This is over a decade earlier than normal. Beerus has woken up early, very early. Goku becoming a Super Saiyan God so early on in the story did affect Beerus' prophecy from the Oracle Fish, so Beerus actually set his alarm to wake up by now. He is pretty groggy because his nap was really short, but he's hoping something good will come out of this. Besides, when he gets to Earth where the Saiyans are, he won't just be meeting his rival, but he'll probably get to see a ton of great food here too. This party smells pretty amazing. Anyways, the other 3 Saiyans bow to Beerus, everybody else looks confused, and then Goku walks up to Beerus very excited. Though he forgets that he's never met Beerus before here, so he probably has to dial it back a bit so Beerus doesn't get angry. But he asks Beerus if he's looking for the Super Saiyan God. Yeah, he is. How did he know? Is he the Super Saiyan God? And yeah, he is, but he knew for a different reason. He knows that Beerus had a prophecy of finding a rival here. He just didn't realize Beerus would get here so soon, but Goku is the one that he was dreaming of. And Beerus is very happy to hear this, so the Super Saiyan God wasn't just a weird premonition in his dream, it's a real thing. And it looks like that short nap was worth it. But of course he's not going to take that at face value. Goku's going to need to back up that claim. And Goku has no problem with that. Goku gets ready to fight Beerus, and Vegeta tells him he's crazy. But Goku says not to worry. He's pretty confident that this will be okay, and the 2 of them float up in the air. As Whis is watching on, he can tell that something weird is happening. He decides to do some research into Goku. He's not suspicious of him being bad or anything, but he knows a little too much. It makes him wonder how things came to be this way. Goku then transforms, turning into a Super Saiyan God. And Beerus could tell that this is definitely what he was looking for. The godly ki emanating off of him. There's no doubt about it. He is a divine warrior. Though Goku warns Beerus, his power is probably not going to be on the level of Beerus' full power. It will be enough to give him a good fight, but Goku is working towards something else. And Beerus is intrigued. What else is he working towards? Well, he knows about a stage beyond Super Saiyan God. Combining it with the power of Super Saiyan, he can create Super Saiyan Blue. Goku actually hasn't been training too intensely recently. He's more so been focused on training Gohan and training Piccolo. But Goku says give him about a week and he'll figure out Super Saiyan Blue again. But it's not just that. He's looking for something even further beyond. Ultra Instinct. Beerus raises an eyebrow. Ultra Instinct? How does this mortal know about that? Well, it's going to take a little bit of time to explain, but they should fight first. And Beerus is fine with that. The 2 of them begin their battle. ascending up into the air even further, getting away from the surface. The battle becomes pretty destructive pretty quickly. Beerus quite likes the sky. Goku definitely seems like a great warrior, and he has the strength to back that up too. But they get higher and higher into the atmosphere, far away from everyone else. And then Whis appears up there. He's looked into what Goku's history's been like. And he expects that he's going to tell Beerus now, isn't he? And yeah, that's what he planned. Beerus is confused. What do they mean? Well, Goku doesn't really tell many people his story, but he thinks he could trust Beerus with it, and Beerus is one of the people that should know about it. Same for Whis. He has told all the gods that he's trained with, and telling Beerus will definitely help speed things up and keep things in good order. Goku tells Beerus his story. He knows Beerus, very well in fact. He's been on his planet for a few years. He explains how he found out about the Super Saiyan God form, and how they originally met Beerus, as well as why he knows about Super Saiyan Blue, and Ultra Instinct for that matter. Whis confirms all this too. He can't really access anything from that alternate reality to confirm it. But when he looks into Goku's history, right from the moment of his birth, he does notice some strange things about it. Goku seems to know a lot of things right away. And looking back in time at that exact moment in space, on planet Vegeta there was a small weird timeline distortion. Plus, the fact that Goku knows about everything here and knew to expect Beerus at some point, and he knew how to become a Super Saiyan God without even looking in the Namekian Book of Legends, that's all pretty good evidence for it too. And now they know about the threat of Fu as well. Well, if that's the case, Beerus does look forward to Goku being his rival. It's a shame that he died in that alternate reality because Beerus feels like he definitely could have dealt with Fu, but it looks like he got to Shin first, which killed Beerus in the process. But now at least he's warned about it, so that's not going to happen here. They still know nothing about Fu though, and Whis doesn't either. He'll have to look into it later on. But Beerus asks Goku, how long did it take for him to get Ultra Instinct? Well, it took a few years and a Tournament of Power. Goku then explains what the Tournament of Power was, and Beerus freaks out. Zeno's going to erase everything? Well, not exactly. It's more like a test. If he actually does end up doing it here, just know to wish for all the other universes back. Oh yeah, he says that Champa's going to show up in a few years too to try and get the Super Dragon Balls here and take Earth for himself, so Beerus should definitely recruit Goku for the team in the tournament. Wow, it's like Goku's replacing Oracle Fish for him here. But after hearing all this, Beerus just laughs. And not in a dismissive way, but more of a confident and happy way. What a crazy life he lives. Not just Goku, but himself. If this mortal truly can get Ultra Instinct, he's going to have to take him to his planet, and Whis will train him for it. Well, that's the thing. Goku can benefit from Whis' training, but he knows what he needs to know. He's applied the principles of Ultra Instinct in his fighting. He just doesn't have the actual form for it. Wait, so can he use it right now? Actually, yeah, to a degree. He tells Beerus he's going to test it out, so the two of them begin fighting again. In Super Saiyan God, Goku applies the principles of Ultra Instinct. Now, without Godly Ki beforehand, he wasn't able to use the form for it, but now he feels like he can maybe get the form for it down the line. Maybe even soon. Goku never truly mastered Ultra Instinct, but he did complete the form. He knew how to transform into it willingly. And in terms of the actual techniques of Ultra Instinct, he was able to calm his heart, his mind, and his body, having them all move automatically. None of the other fighters around Goku have seen it. People have seen glimpses of Goku fighting on instinct, but thought nothing of it. And especially after all of his time here in his new life, combined with his past memories of Ultra Instinct, by now, he definitely can use it pretty easily, just not the actual form. And Beerus gets to see it firsthand. Of course, when Beerus uses more power, he's able to outpace Goku, but when he tries to match Goku's power, Goku outpaces him with Ultra Instinct. That's the thing, Ultra Instinct isn't just a form, it's a technique. So this is something that Goku's had for a while. He just never really got to showcase it because, well, there really haven't been many challenges in his life so far. So while we haven't really seen it too much in this scenario just yet, besides the brief times that I have mentioned it, I would wager that by this point, Goku's had it for a really long time. He's always practiced using it, but not too much in a battle because it made the battle a little bit boring. And considering how strong he was compared to his opponents in the past, he didn't want to make the battles too easy. And Beerus just laughs even more seeing this, laughing from the thrill of the fight, and just laughing at Goku's mindset. If this is going to be his rival, he's looking forward to it. But Goku then asks for a favor though. He shouldn't really be asking a god of destruction for a favor, but sure, Beerus obliges. Goku says he wants to meet the Supreme Kai early on. Really? Well, that's pretty easy, but why? And he explains. There is another strong warrior, but he needs help from Elder Kai. Beerus doesn't really like the idea of this because he was the one to seal Elder Kai, but whatever. If it means another strong warrior is going to be born and push Goku even further, then fine. They go to the Sacred World of Kai, with Shin and Kibito being very confused, but Whis catches them up to speed. Goku then goes to pull the Z-Sword. He pulls it with not much effort. Shin and Kibito's eyes nearly pop out of their heads, and they nearly pass out when Goku then grabs the sword by both ends and snaps it in half. Why would he do that with the Sacred Z-Sword? Well, Goku says the special thing about the sword isn't the sword itself, it's what's inside of it. And then, Elder Kai is finally freed, with Beerus face-palming, wondering if this was really the right choice. It takes a lot of time to catch the Kais up to speed too, and Goku tells them his story, and also why he came here so casually and broke the Z-Sword. well, they're not really accepting of him right away, but they do know Majin Buu is going to arrive on Earth soon, and it's good that Goku knows of it too. He'll help prevent that. And if they really want to prevent Majin Buu, Goku has another request. After a lot of time talking and convincing them, he's able to bring Gohan here. Goku's already caught him up to speed about what's going to happen here. An Elder Kai performs his ritual on Gohan, creating Ultimate Gohan very early on too. And with this head start, Goku wonders how strong Gohan's going to be. He's going to have a lot more consistent training, and he already has the Ultimate form. Maybe he can even get his Beast form soon too. It'll be nice to have a really strong rival alongside him like that. But for the time being, he's going to go to Beerus' planet and train under Whis. Let's fast forward another few months. Piccolo has gathered the Dragon Balls, and he makes a wish from Shenron. After seeing Gohan's potential unlocked and hearing what Goku told him, he wants his potential unlocked finally. Shenron grants the wish, and he unlocks Piccolo's power, but also gives him a little bit extra on top of that. He also made sure to upgrade the dragon beforehand too, because one of the big differences here is that Dende's not the guardian of Earth, Piccolo is. Goku didn't actually know that Shenron needed to be upgraded, but Piccolo thought that might help, and thankfully, it did. That is what Dende did in Superhero after all. So, we also now have Ultimate Piccolo. It's not just Goku getting a huge head start here, but Gohan and Piccolo are now really far ahead. The Saiyans are trying to work hard to get to where they need to be, and maybe they'll train with Goku here and there, getting some exposure to Godly Ki, and then they can unlock the form for themselves in a little bit. Especially with a few months having passed since Beerus arrived, Goku already has Super Saiyan Blue. It took him about a week just like he promised to Beerus. The Saiyans are pretty far behind from Piccolo and Gohan though. Anyways, as Piccolo is making his wish, he senses a weird presence watching him nearby. But just as the wish is granted, the presence tries to go away. It's like it was about to strike Piccolo or something, and then got scared after he saw Piccolo's power increase. But as the mysterious figure tries to leave, Piccolo appears in front of him, now in his ultimate form. And Piccolo is surprised at what he sees. It's a green, monstrous looking thing. But his ki feels so strange. There's an evil presence in it, and he can feel the ki signatures of so many different warriors from his past, both people that are his allies and people that aren't, but also himself. And since Goku has told Piccolo a lot about his past, he's probably told him about Cell by this point, telling him to be alert and be on the lookout for him because Kami was the first one to notice Cell too. And as Earth's guardian, Piccolo's surprised he didn't notice him sooner, but he's finally found him. Cell kinda panics and then tries to absorb some power from Piccolo, briefly stabbing him and draining some of that energy, getting a lot stronger from it, but Piccolo quickly detaches his tail, and he gets ready to kill Cell. Cell tries to escape, but then, as he turns around, somebody appears right behind him. It's Goku, having teleported in. He sends Piccolo's power spike, even from that far away. He is really good at sensing ki. He was mainly interested in fighting Piccolo, but then, when he was looking for his ki signature to teleport here, he felt the other one too. He felt Cell's ki. Goku was actually with another one of his friends, who hasn't shown up here on Earth yet. It's someone he actually meets far into the future. But he's trying to juggle so many things at once, and this particular friend is messy to deal with at the moment. Mainly due to his potential, but now with how strong Goku is, it shouldn't be an issue. And even though he expected Cell, he is a little bit confused seeing him here. He and his future self forgot about the heart virus, but how did Cell show up? After destroying Jiro's lab and everything, surely he should be done for. He's gone in the future and in the present, and the time travel stuff kinda hurts his head, but unless there's a third timeline with another future Goku that died, he doesn't get how this works. But if there is a third future Goku, he'd love to meet him. Though that's not the case. There's just two timelines. The reason for this is something Goku won't find out. Fu is mostly hands-off with this continuity, but this is one of the things he does to make it more fun. He's been checking in every now and then, and he knows that this will throw Goku off, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles it. He did this to make things more fun. It was simple. He plucked Cell from another continuity, just redirecting his time machine's wormhole to travel here. So this is a Cell who's from a completely normal, unseen timeline. Although by doing this, Fu does inadvertently save another timeline from Cell. Fu doesn't want Goku to avoid all of his enemies after all, and he has his own reasons to be interested in Cell in particular, which is why Fu chose to intervene with him. Good thing is Goku at least expected him to show up, even though he's a little bit surprised he did. And with Cell lurking for so long, and absorbing people in the meantime, he's grown a lot stronger than the Cell that we saw when he first appeared. Goku's not entirely sure why. Does he know everything Goku does? Nope. He's completely out of the loop, and he's pretty much a normal Cell, except a lot stronger because he's been laying low a lot longer. Also trying to replicate some techniques that he's seen in the meantime too. And it's good for Cell that he's located Goku because that is his main target. But he also realized that even with all this time laying low and growing stronger by absorbing people slowly, he definitely can't contend against Piccolo, much less Goku. And Piccolo asks Goku what he's waiting for. They're gonna kill him, right? And Goku has been waiting for Cell for a while, but he's honestly not sure. He wonders how much different this Cell is from the one that he originally fought. It's not like he has Godly Ki or anything because he didn't get data by that point. But he probably has a lot of other great data, and maybe he's really strong. Goku wants to test that out first. And with that, we'll leave off here for now. What'd you guys think about this part? What's gonna happen next? Leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys think. As usual, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel, and it shows me you want to see more videos like this. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.